Hello and welcome to Pest Perspectives, the second one of the week. Yesterday I had Graham Turner on, and that was quite a fun conversation. But today, for episode 32, I've got Gopher Girl on. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm okay, thanks. So this is a bit. I seen you on Facebook, and I'm sure somebody a while ago mentioned Gopher Girl. I'm sure it might have been. Have you ever heard of the podcast Tales from the Crawl Space 2.0? It's a pest control one. I'm sure it was somebody on that podcast said, you need to get Gopher Girl on. She's on Facebook. She's really good.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was somebody like that. So I looked you up a while ago, and I suddenly remembered, and I followed your page, and I kept looking. I thought, I wonder if she'll come on or not.
Yeah, it's awesome that so many people is able to find my page and everything.
Well, it was quite easy. It was. So this is different for everyone. I normally have people who are in the pest control industry, but you're not actually deemed, or you're not actually a pest controller. You're a trapper, and
I like to trap gophers and moles. We get both of them around here.
So obviously, a lot of the people listening to my podcast are from England, and we have no gophers. So what are gophers then? What we don't have them.
Gophers are quite a bit bigger than moles. They're about this big, and our moles around here are only this big. But a mole will eat a gopher.
What? But the bigger.
Yep, a mole will eat them. Gophers only eat plants and they're herbivores. But since the moles are carnivores and eat insects and grubs and stuff like that, if they hear a gopher struggling in a trap, they'll go and eat it all and leave nothing but the skin.
Well, I tell you what, I've learned something there, because I know we don't have gophers in our country. I only thought they ate the insects and obviously the worms, the worm tunnel. I'm a bit surprised about that, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're a lot bigger.
Think that the gophers are eating grubs and stuff like that, but they only eat plants. And then a lot of people think that moles are eating their roots on their plants, but what they're actually doing is tunneling under the roots and causing root rot because of the tunnels under.
Root rot. That's it. I do moles. I'm in the British Mole Catcher Register. It's a register of mole catchers. But
what type of moles do y'all have?
I should have looked that up. Really, I will look that up for you while I'm doing the show.
The star-nosed moles.
I'll just get up. Hold on a minute. I wasn't prepared for that. I just thought. Right, hold on. So what damage can gophers cause?
They can chew through people's PEX line under their house. Right now is breeding season. The moles and the gophers are both all breeding. And they will meet like underneath people's houses to breed and have their babies and everything. And they will cause foundation issues from the tunnels. And they'll chew through PEX pipe and stuff like that and cause a slab leak. And then, of course, they cause washouts, too.
Washouts? What's that, sorry?
Like, when the ground just starts eroding after rain, the tunnels just kind of create, like, a route for the water. And then it just erodes.
Okay. Do they cause destruction like moles with, like, say... Do they operate in the same basis as, say, like with moles that can, with their tunnels on agricultural land where they can break their legs and they can go into the tunnels, or is that not the same with gophers?
Yeah, it is like that with gophers, but gophers, they dig about this deep under, and then the moles are only about that deep underground. And the gophers are that deep because they're eating the roots at that level.
Okay, so I've looked it up. It's the tapir europea. Yeah, it's got a big nose, basically, is what you said. Yeah. Yeah. It's the Talpa europea. Oh, I'm terrible at these Latin names. It's a European one, basically. It's got a big nose.
They have the star nose that look like fingers on their face.
It's hard to. Wait a minute. See if I can send you a picture for. Have you got your phone with you?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Where are we?
We've got Eastern moles around here.
This one here. This one I've just sent it to you through your WhatsApp, through your Facebook. I mean, some people have caught the albino ones, the white ones. I've never been so lucky. I haven't. That's to catch that one.
That would be super neat to catch an albino.
A few people in Britain have caught the white ones.
Yeah.
So they must be here. But do you understand? Did you see the mole? I mean, is that what you mean by the star?
We have and the star-nosed ones are different from those also.
Okay. But that's what we have. It is.
But the moles actually can't even see. Their eyes are covered with skin. It's crazy how they can just dig right along the side of foundation and driveways and stuff like that. They don't even have ears. They just go off of feel, and they can feel the vibrations from like insects and stuff from a long ways away, and then they'll never return to that tunnel again. If you try to set traps in it.
There we go. Hang on. There we go. I've got a comment. I think maybe one of your friends. You see it?
Huh. Oh yeah. Someone gave me an albino gopher.
Oh, so you weren't lucky enough to actually catch it.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't catch it. Someone's dog had dug up an albino gopher.
Oh, okay.
And he called me and gave it to me, and we had it as a pet for a little bit. But that was Shayla who said that. She trapped.
Oh, it was alive then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was a little pet. We had a little tank for it, like a fish tank that we made into what do they call those? But we put layers of dirt in it.
Yeah.
And planted little things for it to eat.
Tried to tunnel out, did it?
Well, yeah. I was hoping to be able to see tunnels and stuff, but sadly it didn't live very long.
Oh, okay.
They don't do very well in captivity, I don't think.
No, it's not. It's something completely foreign to me. Gophers is. It's is it because what will surprise most people listening to this podcast is you have no off season.
Yeah. I'm able to just work year round, except for when it's like when the ground is frozen.
Oh yeah, it's difficult, really difficult.
Yeah, if it's hard for me to dig, then it's hard for the gophers to dig too. Like super dry ground. Also.
Oh yes, it's awful. When it is dry, even with moles, it's when it's dry, it's difficult. You need a balance. You do.
Yes.
You need a balance with that.
It's rough to catch them whenever the ground is dry.
So what kind of with the gophers? Do you use different do you use different traps with the gophers to the moles? Is it
no? Yeah, I use the same kind, and I use two, one for each side of the tunnel on the moles and the gophers.
Okay. Have you ever been setting up a tunnel and you've managed to one's come through? Have you ever had that?
Yes, I have. Yes. A lot of times with the gophers, they like to plug up the light to where to where it's dark in their tunnel, And
Okay.
if I open up their tunnel and then go walk off and talk to someone and then come back, the gopher will be digging and trying to plug up the tunnel to where light can't go through.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm able to just grab them. Then it's easy.
Oh, okay. So you've actually seen them like in the ground. You're like, it's there.
Yes. And then with moles, I've seen them digging also. One time my dad
Yeah.
he stomped down all the mole tunnels in a yard and he happened to see 4 moles digging and he just grabbed them all up. Four
Wow.
of them.
What alive? Just and then killed
Yeah.
them, obviously.
Yep, he just
Dispatched them. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, I've never had any experiences like that before. No.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
what's fun is seeing them while they're digging.
is that where you learned? Is that how you got into all this? Is this from your dad? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Was he a gopher catcher as well before? Does he still do it? No.
Well, we did it for fun back whenever
Yeah.
I was a kid. We were just catching all of my uncle's gophers. And
Okay.
then we decided to start trapping for people around where we lived.
Yeah.
And me and my dad and my sister, we all went together to trap. And then later on, like
Yeah.
down the road, after I had a different job and everything, I decided I wanted to go back to gopher trapping. And so I made a
Okay.
business out of it. And my
Okay.
dad still traps. He traps
Oh,
too.
that's nice. That is. That's nice. So that's how you got started then. Was
Yeah.
it like in your area, is there a lot of people that do just what you do, or are they just pest control that do it? Or
Yeah, a
try
lot
to
of
try to do it?
around here, there's not a whole lot of people who trap gophers. There are a lot that poison them, but the people who are against poison, a
Yeah.
lot of times, the pest control people will just refer them to me. So it's
Oh
kind of
well.
nice having like all of the customer base that wants traps out, you know?
Well, it's a more humane way of
Yeah.
doing it.
Hmm.
It's a lot safer because
Hmm.
you in this country you can use aluminium phosphite. I mean, a vast majority of people don't because you should be able to trap them easily enough. But
Yeah.
I'm quite against using poison on moles.
Yeah,
I
me too,
I
especially because it's what's popular around here is strychnine. So,
say that
and
again.
the strychnine is what's popular around here
This is
for
going to get
gophers.
this bit here is going to get clipped. People are going to
Oh,
be looking at this, shocked that you can use it. They're going to be been banned for many, many years in this country. In fact,
yeah.
if you had some in your cupboard or something, and you found something, you'd get a police vans turn up at your house if you told them. It's
Really?
it's classed as a seriously dangerous chemical
Yeah.
that's banned.
Well,
If
I'm
they,
doing my part trying to keep people from using it.
that's good. That's really good. That is. Yeah, it's shocking.
Yeah.
You can
People
use it.
I
Damn.
know, and people wonder like why their dog just dies and there's no explanation why. It's probably because they got a poisoned gopher.
Could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's I wasn't expecting on this podcast to hear about that chemical. I
Yeah.
wasn't. No. Um, do you have do you have places where get a lot of gophers and moles all year round? And do you have like places where like say commercial places or golf courses where they're on contract with you all year? You do it all year round or
Mhm.
certain
They're the
parts of the
most
year?
they're the most active during breeding season like it is right now. The
Okay.
moles and the gophers are all breeding. So right
Okay.
now is the best time to catch a lot of moles or a lot of gophers.
Yeah.
But throughout the year, people get like a mole show up.
Yeah.
a lot of times
Okay.
just one at a time because they're very territorial and they'll run off other moles. We can use.
See, yeah, see, I hear this, right? And they're supposedly territorial. But
Mhm.
quite often I get mole jobs where I catch 2, 3, 4 moles.
Yeah.
I
Here
don't,
lately
I
I
don't,
have been
I
too
don't get
because
it.
it's breeding season. Do you catch a lot of them like just any time of year or during their breeding season?
Mainly during the breeding season, that's probably what it is. But often in
Yeah.
gardens, there's probably 2 sometimes, not always in breeding season.
Yeah.
But I do like
Today
it. You say sorry?
Today I had traps in a real small backyard and I caught 3 moles and a gopher. I was
Oh,
really shocked by that.
yeah. Do they, you don't you tell the customers, you just tell them, or do they like to see the mole to prove that you've, or
Well,
go
I
for,
use the system that I use to
yeah,
message people and schedule and route everything.
yeah.
It doesn't allow me to send pictures. So
Okay.
sadly, I'm not able to send them pictures through that. But if they do request a picture, then I just send them one with my phone. But
Yeah. No, I just wondered if some people
yeah,
wanted proof, that's all.
people love seeing what's in their yard and what
Yeah.
did all that destruction. They enjoy seeing it.
See, there's a bit of a contrast because in England, we like I'm not like more so on social media. If you were to hold a picture up of a dead mole, you'd cause so much strife. It's unreal.
Yeah.
You
I
would.
still get a lot
Yeah.
of flack for stuff like that, but it
Yeah.
also like
Gets your
draws in
work.
more people, and so for me it really helps with business, but I do get a lot of people who think that it's really just wrong, that I'm
No,
putting pictures like that.
I mean, if it works, I mean, I put a post on a while ago on LinkedIn because I make a lot of content, and I was like, see, I'm in the camp of people. I don't mean people like you because that's how you get your work, but like pest control companies shouldn't like put dead like rats and squirrels all over their socials all the time. But there was a lot of people that agree, but a lot obviously it didn't. But if it works for your business, it's fine. It's just in the area I'm in. If I
Yeah.
was, to, if I live in Rutland in England, where let's just say a lot of the rich, I'm not one of them. A lot of the rich people live are more posher, right?
Ones
No,
that
and if I was to start putting all dead animals on, guarantee, even though they know what we do, because they all know,
Mhm.
guarantee I'd lose no end of business over it. So we don't dare do it. We don't.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I've been able to get by with it as long as I have.
Well, I think I might be wrong. I think that there might be a different culture in a lot of America. Well, because
Yeah,
you've
like
got a
on
lot of shootings. It's normal for people to do, whereas in England, it's not a regular thing to go out hunting and shooting. So
Mhm.
it's more in the mindset of how your country is. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying they're in. I think they're more accepting of it. They are. It doesn't bother them as much. But obviously, like you say, you're going to get people that are going to be upset with you.
Yeah, we try to hold on to our rights around here,
Yeah.
and it can be. I'm sure it'll all change pretty soon. It won't be
I,
like that for long, I'm sure.
no, I'm sure you'll be fine. Do you get like is it just Facebook you work for, or do you have a website and Google reviews, or is it just
Yeah,
Facebook only?
mostly Facebook is where I get all of my clientele from because I
Okay.
I share my posts into different groups. If I
Yeah.
share my posts into a new group and I have like dead gophers in it,
Yeah.
then I do get a lot of people trying to report me and stuff and
Okay.
trying a lot of hate mail and everything. But once I like regularly post on those pages or
Yeah.
groups, they start getting a little more used to it and they start
Okay.
realizing who I am and how destructive the gophers and moles are and
Yeah.
that trapping is the best and humane way to get rid of them.
No, you're not wrong. I mean, you've got a lot of the times I feel that, I don't know if you do this or not, but educating them about the damage that they can cause.
Yes,
Obviously, it's different if they're out in the wild in the forest and no one's bothered, are they? But if it's wrecking someone's lawn, or even in agriculture, it can, a horse or a cow or sheep could break their leg through mole tunnels. So it's like the public health aspect, as in the damage they cause. But a lot of people don't see that aspect, and educating them a little bit, it can help. It can.
Yes, and people love learning about the critter that is doing all the destruction in their yard. They like to do everything that they can to try and prevent it, but there's not a whole lot you can do to prevent the gophers.
Well, I don't even think there's a lot you can do to prevent the moles.
Yeah.
Unless you know of a method to stop moles getting in your garden, I don't know of any.
Yeah, I always recommend, grub treatments and treatment for like any kind of larvae or stuff like that in your yard for moles. But with gophers, they'll eat Bermuda grass roots, and that's the most popular grass around here.
Okay, I've never heard of it. I've never heard of this treatment you're on about before. What do you say, larvae?
Like larvae for different bugs and stuff.
Well, you put it in and it puts them off, does it?
Well, I just recommend doing treatments like that to get rid of any kind of lawn pests, so that the moles can't eat them.
Oh, okay. I don't think we'd be allowed to do that. We're very much. I've never heard of it anyway. I haven't.
Y'all don't do any like treatments for grubs around there?
I've never heard of any. Unless would that come under horticultural pest control? Because I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've never heard of any pest controllers doing that kind of treatment before. I'm going to have to look into it. I've never heard of grub treatments. I haven't before.
You've never heard of what treatments?
The grub treatments. Yeah, I've never heard of it.
They're the larvae stage of June bugs.
Oh, I know. Yeah, the grub. Yeah, I don't think we do that. I'm gonna have to look into this. I've never had anyone mention this before. Because when I've spoken to a lot of mole catchers and they talk about, the customer always mentions how can I stop moles, and they all said there isn't any way of stopping moles. So I'll have to look into that. And no doubt, the way England is, it's probably not allowed.
But gophers, they can dig underneath retaining walls. I've seen tunnels that are like that deep underground and deeper. They can go clear underneath like a 5-foot retaining wall.
How far sometimes do your gopher traps have? Do you have to really dig down deep, or
sometimes in sand they really like to dig deep? But a lot of times I'll try to find more of a shallow tunnel. That way I don't have to make such a big hole. Usually the holes I make are only this big. And so I like to be able to not have my whole arm up in there trying to set traps.
Okay. Oh, you mentioned sand, and I hate it because sometimes it's when people have got lawns that have been made up. You can tell it weren't originally there. And it's all grainy and sandy mud, and the moles just slip straight past it sometimes. I'm like, oh no! But I get him in the end. Eventually, it's just frustrating. It is,
and then the tunnel will just collapse, and you can't even set traps.
Yeah, it's
annoying.
And like you get a lot of ground that's like been made up, but it's got like loads of rock and stone in it. That's a nightmare, that is.
We don't have a lot of that around here. I know there's some areas in the U.S. that do have a lot of rocks and stuff, but around here it's not too bad. It's mainly clay and sand.
That's good. The majority of ours is just normal mud, sand and clay, but sometimes when someone's made that ground up, because not being funny, in the country, quite rural where I am, and rocks aren't usually in the mud. If somebody's made that land up, and it's like that was never there, and it makes it a little bit more tricky. It does.
Yeah, and around here, like, people do gravel driveways and stuff, and a gopher has no problem digging through that stuff. There will be mounds in people's gravel.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. I've learned something more as well. They can do gravel drives. Oh. I just presumed it was just the grass. Okay.
They just push the rocks up and push it out with the mound of dirt like it's nothing. You know, something else interesting I see a lot is the gophers will go underneath a house, and then they'll take a big old rock about that big, and they'll block their tunnel with it so that water can't get through.
That means they've got a bit of a brain there. Yeah,
they're kind of smart when it comes to survival.
Actually getting a rock in there and blocking it so water can't get. That is seriously clever.
And then they'll have drain tunnels that go straight down, and it's crazy what they're able to do.
Do you mean like drain tunnels that go to the drains, or do you mean just a deep tunnel
where water will drain out?
Okay.
That just go straight down.
Okay. Yeah, they're seriously clever compared to what I thought they were. Moving rocks in.
Yeah.
That is interesting. That is. You know, like, do you do any kind of farms? Like, do you do like farms where you have to go and clear the site? Like, I mean, I'm talking big sites where you've probably got 50 to 100 gophers or moles. Do you do any sites that are quite large?
Places like that will use poison a lot of times.
Oh, will they? Okay.
Because it would be pretty pricey for me to come out and do such a big area. But I used to do a lot of big, like horse ranches and stuff like that. It's just so time consuming, though.
Yeah, because like a lot of people I do mole control, but I generally don't touch the farms because they're such big jobs. And not being funny to anyone in the mole catcher in the UK, but a lot of them, they charge per mole with the farmers, and like it's like, I'll do it for £5 a mole, I'll do it for £10 a mole, and you've got all your kit to put in the ground, haven't you? You've got to keep coming back. And you're not guaranteed 1,000 moles, are you? You're not guaranteed that. But we don't generally do it. We went to one. It's our fault. We didn't tell him our pricing. He said, "Oh, we told him how much," and he's like, "No, I was looking for £5. I was looking for £5 a mole." I went, "No chance."
You got to put a higher price on them because they are so territorial that a lot of times there's only one per acre.
Yeah.
With moles.
Yeah. But no, learned my lesson there. I did. But so when you started the business, was it Gopher Girl from the very start of your business?
Well, me and my sister used to trap gophers together, and so it was called Gopher Girls.
Okay.
And then whenever I made it a real business and everything, my sister, she has her own profession and everything, and so I just named it Gopher Girl.
Okay. So when you started out, how long you been doing the whole social media element of your business? Was that from the start or no?
I started doing that whenever I got things going again after I had worked at a bank and then got fired. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to go to what I know, trapping gophers.
Exactly. But yeah.
And that's whenever I started the social media and everything to try and drum up some business.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, it's quite brave because a lot of people are scared of doing social media, especially within like doing pests like you are. But it's quite a brave thing because you got to. At first, did it get you down a bit? Because when you get negative comments, did it get to you at first?
Yeah.
You got to get a little bit of a thick skin in you and realise that they're just when people have got a keyboard in front of them and don't think and just say whatever they want.
Well, the ones who do have negative things to say, I like to educate them a little bit. And then a lot of people will agree with me because they are very damaging, destructive little critters. So
they are. But no, I'm just asking because I'll be honest, a lot of pest control people in the UK, although they've all got websites, when it comes to social media, not a lot of them do proper social posting like you do. Like, do you know of Jasmine Pest Pro as well? Have you seen her stuff? Jasmine, you should look up later on. Look up Jasmine Pest Pro. She's very much social focused and get most of her work from her socials. She's been on the podcast.
So my biggest tip for social media and everything is to have pictures of yourself on there. Because a lot of times when you look at a Facebook page, you don't know who's actually running the page and you don't know like who you're really talking to,
That's true.
So I feel like the best tip I have for other people doing social media is pictures of yourself and like being proud of what you do and happy while you're doing what you're doing and taking some good educational pictures and things like that.
Yeah, no, it's a good tip for people because I mean, up until a few years ago, I didn't put pictures of myself on Facebook, but I had a whole what's it called? A whole change in mindset. I broke my knee twice, my left knee twice.
Oh my gosh!
I was in one garden. Luckily, I was with my dad. Broke my knee. Had to be to hospital. Broke my tibia and fibula. 3 months off the job. Well, dad paid me still, so it was fine. Luckily, it weren't my dad. Rehabbed, and then eventually I lost a load of weight, put it back on. Got back to April 2024, January, February 2024, broke it again in my own garden. I was like, I knew I broke it the minute I went down and says, Missus, I broke it. I need the ambulance and that. And after that, I rehabbed. I lost 9 stone. So, you're in America, aren't you? I'll tell you how many pounds that is. You do it different. So, 9, I'll just tell you, 9 stone in pounds. So I lost about 126 pounds.
Dang, that's crazy.
So I'm very much into fitness and weightlifting now. I'm still not, thin or perfect, but I'm doing well. And ever since then, I've been more social media focused. I share my fitness journey, my content, my, pest control business, pictures, all sorts. I'm literally on TikTok, everything. I post about all sorts. I do. But
that's good.
I was more confident. But I get a few odd comments, but I don't care anymore. I'm just like, they're the insecure ones. They're behind the keyboard with no picture showing the stupid logo or whatever they are. And that's how you got to think. You got to be thick-skinned. And I wish more people would do social media in pest control because you can get more. I'm not saying all of our business we get. I do quite well on the. Do you use an app called Nextdoor?
Yeah, I do.
I get a lot of work on Nextdoor.
I do too.
I built up a little following of people that see me. I get people that say hello. I says, "Do I know you?"
Yeah.
Oh, you're Sean that posts on Nextdoor, aren't you? I said, "Yeah." One of them said, "Oh, I've got the Nextdoor celebrity." I said, "No, I'm not." She said, "Yeah, you are." I says, "But yeah, Nextdoor's all. I don't pay for advertising on there."
Awesome.
But this comment here, negatives are great because you still get paid. I'll tell you one thing about negative comments, though.
Yeah.
I find there's a chap that always comes on my posts about wasp nests because I post, what in the summer I post wasp nest posts. And he tells me how they're beneficial, and they are beneficial wasp, and they're nature's pest controllers. And he's very polite, and I'm very polite back, and I say it's for public health.
And that says a lot about your business, too.
And I thank him, but what happens is, I love this bit, when he comments, the views go up on the post because he's commented. So I always polite, and I always thank him. I do understand they are nature's pest controllers, but when somebody's got a wasp nest at the back door and they've got children, it's a danger to their life. So that's why we do it. We don't just turn up and kill wasp nests for free. It's a matter of public health. But the social media element, his comment always boosts my post. I'm like, thanks, Martin. Come on.
Yeah. The more that you put yourself out there, the more negative stuff that you'll get. It's just how it goes. Oh,
I'm used to it now. I don't mind. It used to bother me, but now I've got past the point where I know how to reply. A lot of people reply in you got to reply in the right way, haven't you? A lot of people get mad, and then it makes you look bad. You don't want that, because you want people to think, oh, he dealt with that well, and he's not really the killer you think he is. Like with rodents and that, he's there to do a job. It's not a thing that we don't just go around killing these animals for no reason. It's for public health damage, etc. But that's the way I kind of take social media now. I've learned it takes a while to get used to it, doesn't it? It does.
Yes, it does.
But
and Shayla, the one who has been commenting, she has an awesome homesteading page. It's called Fear Not Farm. So you should look that up too. I will look that up. I will. If you send it to me after, I'll follow the page and have a look. I won't remember it. I won't. But I'll definitely have a look, because I'm all into looking at social posts and following stuff. But yeah, it's good to get your views on the social media aspect. It's so. Do you ask for the vast 80% of your business does that come through social? And I presume word of mouth's big as well for you, because it is for us. A big thing for me is the sign. So
it's a good sign.
Yes, I put that in everyone's yards who I service, most of them, except for the ones that I know will yank it up. I don't even try to put them in their yards. But I love it whenever people leave their sign out for years. I've had customers who left their sign out for 4 years.
That's nice. I didn't know. So that's a business strategy. Like you just ask them if you can put it in the ground, and then do you have loads of these on your van, or you probably have a pickup truck, don't you? Do you?
Yeah, I'll show you my vehicle here. I'll show you all my signs in there.
Let's have a look then. That's nice. That is. It's a nice pickup, that is.
Thank you. And there's all my signs.
Oh, I see. So you got them there for when you do jobs, and if you can put them in the ground.
Yep.
It's pre-advertising, I suppose, and customers don't mind.
No, they love those signs. They like supporting me.
That's nice. That is. You got a selfie stick.
No, I'm just holding it.
It's the way you hold it. I thought she's got a selfie stick. I've got one, but I don't use it much. But no, that's good. That is. It's a good way of advertising. Yeah. It's not something we do here, but if it works, it works for you.
Yeah.
I wish we could do that, but I don't. See,
people around here are always putting their signs at every stop sign, like every corner. There's signs everywhere.
Around here the council come out and take them down or complain.
Yeah, people will take them down, but a lot of signs, people will just leave them on the corner and never clean them.
Oh, it's nice. We've got one sign, but in Oakham where I live, but we pay for it. It's like it's like an Oakham bypass. Basically, it's a road where you go in and out of the town.
Ones,
but there's two, but it is for the Oakham in Bloom. So basically, the people that do all the flowers, etc., in the area. So it's like £500 a year for 2 boards, and they're a charity basically. So all the money they make goes into bedding plants, etc. So it's more like a charity, but thousands of people see that sign a day.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying it working all the time, but it's there for. Sometimes it's subliminal, isn't it? I've got Gophers. I've seen that sign somewhere. I can't remember where. And I bet it's like her name's Gopher Girl. I'll look her up. I bet that's what happens sometimes.
Yeah.
They're like, I
Everyone's
know.
like, what a Gopher girl. I look it up.
But yeah. But no, it's a good way of advertising if you're allowed to. But yeah, I wish that was a thing here that would be allowed. But that's a great method. That is.
Yep. And then my vehicle, I mean, it's a moving advertisement. People are like,
it's good.
Oh, that's Gopher Girl. They always wave at me.
It's good. Do you ever get people going, can I have a selfie with you or not? Is that weird?
A lot of times people will come up to me and be like, hi, you're the Gopher Girl and everything. And I'll ask them if they want to take a selfie. But a lot of times people don't ask.
No, okay.
A lot of times when they see me in public and everything, they aren't sure if I'll remember them or not. And so they usually don't even mention that they know who I am and stuff.
No, it's fair because like you obviously go to I do, you go to a lot of people and they go, when you get a job offer again, I'm so and so, you came to my house, 3 years ago.
I remember their houses really.
Usually when I said to them, when I turn up at the door, I usually remember the face straight away. Or as soon as I pull it into the drive, I remember this place.
Yes.
But they all think you're remember. But when they're on the phone, they instantly think, I'm Mr. Brown, you came to my house. And they think you'll forget them. I just go, yeah, I'll remember when I get there.
Yeah,
I will.
Like, oh yeah, how are you doing? And then I look them up.
Yeah. But then you can remember because it is hard because you see that many people over the years, don't you? It is.
Yeah.
But don't really remember because it's nice to remember, but on the phone it's a little bit difficult. You've got to get the day.
I do have a lot of customers that I can recognize them anywhere if I see them. If I've seen them in a different state, I know who they are. I have a lot of customers that I do remember, but too many to remember all of them.
Oh yeah, exactly. I had one recently. I was down in the gym. I was like, I know you. He says, you did all rats, didn't you? I said, you did. That's it. That's where you're from, Manton. I said, yeah, that's it. I was like, a few of them in there that I've done work for, and say hello and that to them I do. But yeah, so you don't really rely on Google reviews then to help, or is that just not really?
I do try to keep up with my Google and everything, but I need a lot of Google expertise.
To be honest, it's not easy. We're on Google My Business, whatever they called it now. We use Google Guaranteed as well. I don't know if that's over there. It's where you can pay and, like you have ad clicks, don't you? It's not an ad click. They have to ring you on the number and you've got to answer the phone in order to be charged. So it goes, when it rings, it goes Google. It says Google first on the phone. It goes Google. Then it's off there. You do, but we get a lot of work off that. We do, but I am pushing for Google reviews. I'm at 76 at the minute.
Oh
yeah, it's not easy to get them. I've not been trying. They cut a load off me last year. You see,
I don't know why. Offer like so much off of their payment in order to get one.
You can't do that. You know the Google rule. You know the rules.
Oh no,
I
don't do it that way.
I know you don't. But a lot of the time, recently, I've managed to get quite a few. You're not going to get them all, but I get some of them. But I'm persistent. I give it at least twice. Give another week and send it again. See if I get one. But it does help our business. But you seem like you've got a more. Although I do social, it's a mixture of different methods to get working. It is, but yeah.
A lot of times I tell people, make sure that you tell your neighbors and everything, and that works out really well. And people post about it in their neighborhood groups and stuff.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
See, listen, people, even these tips will help you in business.
Yeah.
It
A
will.
lot of times, whenever I catch a bunch of gophers, I say, "Want to take a picture of me?" And they'll take a picture of me with my gophers and send it to their neighbors or anybody that they know of who has gophers. And that works out really well.
Yeah, put a note on your receipt asking for one.
I think, I should do that. I should start putting.
It's not easy asking for them, but it sounds like you've got a good base of people that are happy with your business. You've always got to make sure you know they're happy before you ask for a Google review. But it sounds like you've got a good mixture of advertising and social, because social's free.
Yeah,
it's free.
Yeah.
I nearly said, have you ever heard of Gary V? He does a lot of social media. He goes, people use social media. It's free. It's free. Swear word, the F. People need to use it more. It's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it works good too, as long as you have good pictures and good educational content.
Yeah, it does. I mean, my wife makes me graphics of like mole and educational, all sorts of educational things on Canvas Professional. You can make flyers and all sorts, and I put them on a lot of groups. I go, please share this educational leaflet, and I start Open Pest Control with my logo on it. And I think that might work as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it goes down well, I think, as well.
Or get a bunch of keychains made. I have a cousin who makes all kinds of like custom stuff for me. She has a Facebook page called Junk Drawer Art, and she makes a lot of keychains for me that I just give to people. And that's really nice because it's like a business card, but it's funner, you know?
Oh, it definitely is. Our biggest thing, what we do is, I won't call it fun, but every customer gets a free pen. We've got a pen with a phone number on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we always give out free pens because they don't cost that much. We buy them in 500 or 1,000 batches now. And then they've got the pen. Might lose your paperwork, but they'll always keep your pen usually. They will.
Yeah. Pens go over really well if it's a good pen. People will keep them forever.
They do, because our pens, the company keeps getting us to try and, the more expensive one. I'm like, no, the customers like these ones, so we're sticking with them. Yeah. They might as well stick with what people like.
Yeah.
But just some good tips there on how to get some more business. But if you're in America, try these yard signs. If you can, they work. If you're in the UK, let me know how you get on. We're trying that. Because it's like how people door knock in America for pest control.
Yeah,
that's not a thing here. If you knocked on people's doors here, they would think you think they're dirty or got rodents and be highly offended, and you might get a smack on the nose.
So what about do people ever knock on their neighbors' doors?
Yeah. I just mean like no, all I meant was in terms of selling pest control services. Yeah. I know in America they have door knocking teams that knock the whole area.
Especially in my neighborhood.
I mean, they do knock doors here, but not pest control. Like, do you want your windows doing? Do you want your gravel drives doing? Things like that. But pest control, you probably get a slap. You wouldn't dare do that. But no, businesses do door knock for services like that. Yeah. But we've got laws where it's not illegal to cold call, but if you're asked to leave, you must leave. As in, not do it again, because you can get arrested if you keep harassment. You can you keep knocking. But I don't answer the door a lot of the time. I can see who it is. I just don't answer it. But
a lot of times, whenever we have door knockers, we'll just chat with them for a long time, and then we're like, no, we don't want to use your service after we talk their ear off.
Well, yeah, you might. Yeah, well, they learned a lesson there. A lot of them ain't pest controllers, so they don't know what they're selling. I've heard a lot of them just, if you get the wrong door knockers, apparently they can actually oversell the service, then the service gets sold, and they've overpromised just to get that signature. Yeah, I'm only going off what I've heard on podcasts. They're not all like that. They're not. Yeah, it definitely is. So, I'm glad to hear you find it interesting to hear about how we do things over here. But like things like, if you've got ants outside and like you've got bugs outside in America, you can just spray your house, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is that right? Yeah. Can't do that here.
Really?
You've got to actually have a problem to get something done. God. Yeah, you've got to prove you've got to physically look and have ants to do something. You've got to have a problem. You can't
I don't like that type of control that they have on y'all. I wouldn't like that.
There's not many chemicals we're allowed to spray outside around buildings, and nearly nothing. A lot of it is inside. We do. It's different. I thought I'd mention it because it's very different to what you're used to in America. It is, but I always find it fascinating talking to people from different countries to see how different things work, and it's been fun. It has.
Yeah, it's been awesome. It was really good talking to you. Is there anything else you wanted to mention about gophers or moles or anything like that? Any funny stories you've got? Or I have all kinds of stories, but I can't think of any off the top of my head.
No, you're all right. But yeah, it's been interesting. It has, to be honest. It's been good to have somebody on that isn't actually pest control. Because I've got some mole catchers coming on, but they're from the UK. You see, so they're actually. See, most of our mole catchers are all qualified pest controllers, not just solely moles only and gophers.
I need to watch that one. I need to set up a reminder. What day are you having that?
I'm just trying to. I'll give you a message, and I've got that many on. I say that. Who am I? I've got someone coming on that's my mate Andrew. He's actually got a shop where he sells mole traps. He's got a shop. He just sells mole gear. So he's coming on, and no doubt he will be talking about mole catching because he does it in the fields. He's got trailers. He goes and does all the farms, and I'll message you the date of that one. Okay. But you can always listen to it on Spotify or Apple after.
Yes.
You don't have to watch it live because you're probably working. Usually, you are. But he'll be on soon.
All right. Well, that is awesome. I'm glad you had me on your podcast. It was fun.
Oh, it was fun. But do you want to? Is there anything you'd like? I'll tell you what. Have you got anyone you'd like to see on this podcast? Don't have to say anyone if you don't want to.
I have to think on that one, and I'll message you.
Yeah, no problem. I can message you. But do you want to promote Gopher Girl while you're on here? But saying that, it's been promoting the entire time in the background. It has.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can promote yourself if you want to do that. Or
Gopher Girl.
There you go.
Gopher Girl. I don't
That's
know.
it. There you go. But it's been a fun one. It's been different because. As you know, I'm so used to people being highly qualified in pest control. It's nice to speak once to someone that just does trapping and sticks to the good, humane way of trapping, not involving poison.
Yes, and just sticking with one thing. Everybody else does multiple different animals, and I just stick with gophers and moles.
It's good. It's called specialising in a specialist area, and that's what you've done. And you're in an area where you're able to do it all year round, apart from certain bits you've said where the ground gets hard. But for the vast majority, you can carry on all year round, which is something unheard of in this country. It is. It is. If we just went for mole control, we'd be out of business. We would be. There's not enough. Although we got a lot of work last year for mole control. it boosted the business. I joined that mole group. I got a lot of work through their website, and it boosted the business, but it would not be enough to keep the business alive by itself. It wouldn't. But it boosted the business a bit. It did. But yeah, honestly, thanks for coming on and giving up your time.
Yeah, of course. It was fun.
But yeah, no, thank you. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll let you know when it's up on Spotify. To be fair, I'll do it after I upload it. I'll let you know.
All right.
But you'll see some clips drop, and I'll tag you and stuff if you want.
Okay.
I can even, if you want the clips, I can send them to your email so you can download them and put them on your socials if you want. I do not mind.
Yes, that would be awesome. I'd love to.
I can do that. But it's like an AI. It clips it automatically, so it picks certain points. But guarantee it will pick that strychnine. I guarantee it. I bet you it'll pick that. But yeah. But thank you for coming on.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
We appreciate that. Have a good rest of your day. Are you back off out, or is that your day done?
What?
Is that your day done now, or are you going back out to work?
My husband did the rest of my jobs for the day.
Well, that was nice. Say thanks to him for me.
I will.
All right then. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Speak to you soon. Bye. Bye.